Did you see Amanda's titties?
I saw Irene's titties earlier.
Oh, we saw Amanda Kluge's titties on live.
Oh, but here we go. Not really interested in Amanda Kluge's titties.
Yeah.
Something tells me those are floppy titties.
Yeah, the nipples are big nipples.
I just said, he's like, yeah, they were. Oh, this is Mayhem's Amigos After Dark. I am TJ with Adam. And announcing the one, the only world pokerweight champion, Steve the Stage
It's a nice show.
You got it.
Yeah.
I showed a face with it.
It's the first and only pokerweight champion of the world.
I showed, hey, Volk, how's it going?
Hey, Volk.
I showed Courtney the picture that Steve sent me from his chair of him holding the belt. And she goes, oh my God, he looks like he's so happy he shit himself. I'm like, you're probably not far off.
Yeah. This thing is wicked.
So, what do you think of the belt?
This thing is wicked. Man, it's awesome.
So, you like the belt.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, that's yours to keep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That belt does not go to the next champ.
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh. Ooh.
That is the official shit-stained Steve belt.
And at least for now, no one else has a belt.
That's right. No one else has a belt.
You are the only person on the planet to have that belt, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To have a Tokerweight championship.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. So, no, Steve sent me the message earlier. Now, and I've been trying to keep up with everything, but dude, work has been insane, right?
Right.
I am already over 54 hours for the week.
Yeah.
Jesus. And it's only Thursday.
I have to work tomorrow.
Soak up that overtime if you can stand it.
Dude, I was over 40 yesterday.
Yeah.
I was over 30 Tuesday.
It's like your body's gonna hate you, but your wallet's gonna love you.
My wallet is definitely gonna love me next week. Yeah.
Payroll is gonna hate you.
Payroll already hates me.
Yeah. Isn't that your dispatcher's fault though?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Like if you would give me a route that I could do in a reasonable amount of time, I'd be making a reasonable amount of overtime.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you can't do that, then obviously I'm going to piss you off.
Uh-huh.
So, Steve, tell everybody about your belt.
It's a belt. It's heavy. Oh, no, it's leather, snake skin. Oh, yeah, it's heavy. It's a heavy son of a bitch.
Well, it's a 6-pound belt.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And it says, first place, shit stage Steve on one side, on one plaque, and that says, the Mayhem Amigos Smoker Mania Tokerweight World Champion.
See, Fat 420 don't even have a belt that's made that looks like that.
I'm willing to bet that's probably one of the nicest belts in Central Illinois.
Well,
in regards to championship belts.
Yeah.
Now, I do have to ask, are there any, like, strange stains on that belt anywhere?
Not yet.
He has a large amount of time to work on it.
Well, no, I was asking because it took forever. Like, Steve and I have been talking about this for over a week.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be there Monday.
Yeah.
And it has not showed. And I sent it through the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah.
So I figured that someone on Morning Disaster who will remain nameless, that falls asleep all the time and works for the Postal Service,
Oh, yeah.
realized that that was Steve's belt and then stole it for a week and like jizzed all over it.
Yeah.
And it repackaged it and sent it to Steve.
Well, I can tell you this. I don't know how you sent that package, but when it got to me, it wasn't very good. It was pretty smashed. The box was smashed.
That box was perfect when I left here.
Oh, it was smashed, and the tape was coming off of it already.
Wow.
Yeah, when I opened it. Because I went down, today, I went down and checked my mail, and it wasn't there, and I didn't have anything in the mailbox. But I went and did my shit, and then Christina messaged me. She said, "Oh, look what's at your house." I'm like, what the fuck? When did that get there? I just sent a message. I said, "Man, you might want to bitch somebody out."
Apparently, I got my championship belt too, TJ. I didn't get it from you though.
Oh.
It's all I got.
Yeah, I'm relatively certain you did not get that from me.
Yeah.
No,
I got it from
Julie.
I had to pin her for a little bit to earn.
You know what would be great is if Steve had that belt here on Saturday at the Fat Ass 5K.
Oh yeah, I might just. I just don't want to get. I don't want to get it tarnished or anything. No.
Well, if it gets anywhere near that guy that likes to sleep all the time, don't let him drool on it.
Oh, he won't be there.
Yeah, that's true.
He won't be there.
My head actually fits in one of these cups. Like, for real. See?
And Irene sent us some great pictures today. And, of course, my friend Courtney, she opened up a new place.
Yeah.
And, she opened up that place not far from my place. She's right here, 10 minutes away.
There you go.
So I went and had dinner and like 6 Crown and Cokes and then drove home. But, of course, no, none of you are going to say anything about it. Come on.
Yeah, it's only on, broadcast worldwide.
I didn't drive far.
Oh, you can't come up here, cat.
All right, let me see if I can get this picture brought up here. So, I mean, like I said, Courtney and I are pretty close, right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, in that picture, you were very close.
Which picture are you talking about? You talking about this one?
Let's see if you actually posted. Come on.
Well, I'm working on it. There we go. Talking about that picture?
Yeah. Damn, she got some guns on her, man.
It looks like she's trying to choke me out.
If you say the wrong thing, she is going to just choke you out.
Yeah.
The thing is for her to finally get this place. Like, I'm going to tell the story a little bit here. For her to get this place that she has now, this bar and grill.
Yeah.
She worked ranches all winter.
Okay.
So that's them ranch guns, man.
Oh, yeah.
She has been working cattle ranches all winter to get the money, and then this place just fell in her lap. Right deal, everything ready to go.
It's like, you don't want to turn her on and piss her off. She'll rip your dick off.
Yeah.
You know what? No, actually, I do want to turn her on and piss her off because I have a Harley.
Oh.
I can leave.
Not if he has you like that.
Yeah. I can get the fuck out of there, and there is nothing going to happen to me. She has
How
a
about
bar
that?
run. I can go home.
Ah,
And I have another added benefit is to this day, she still does not know where I live. How's it going, Ty?
hey,
Oh,
God.
Good, Ty.
So, no, I mean, Courtney's an amazing person, but yeah, I definitely want to piss her off and then leave.
Oh, no.
I really do. And I mean, there's so many of these women that are out there that I think are amazing people, and I genuinely do care about them, and I love them to death. But I'm still in that quandary of like, I don't think there is one particular woman out there for me.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, I really don't. I have been single for the last 3 years. I know I can pick up the phone any day of the week and go, I need a piece, and I'm going to get laid.
Some
But
guys
I
don't
really,
even have that, TJ.
I cannot think of anyone who does not even have that available. Not one person at all. But I mean, I'm serious. Like, I know that there is about 4 or 5 that I could pick up the phone and say, I need to get a piece. Come over. And I will be able to get laid.
See, all I have to do is say, hey, can I get a piece? Roll over.
oh, damn.
You know, one of these days, I hope you pop that off and she farts at you.
Well, who's saying that she hasn't?
I mean, one of them squidgy farts.
Depends on how much ice cream I've had.
That's what a shower's for, TJ.
You know, like
That's
soft
why I
serve
have-
coming right at you.
That's why I have my own private shower and not a golden shower. Okay.
Soft serve coming right at you.
Oh.
No, those nights we're polite to each other and we inform each other beforehand. Hey, tonight is not that night.
Yes.
Like the Delco pooper.
Right? Oh, we have a new pope.
Yeah.
Did you guys
Leo.
see that? We have a new pope, Leo the 14th.
Yep.
He's a Sox fan.
He's a White Sox fan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Kick him out. Kill him now. Let's get another one. He's a White Sox fan.
So the,
We don't have-
the
there's only
White
30
Sox are now the holy team, I guess.
He should have been a Cubs fan. He is originally from Chicago, which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are some things that he's kind of feeling out where the church is going to go with it. But right now, he is the very first ever in history United States born Pope.
Yep.
Here's to hoping he doesn't run into a scandal like every other Illinois politician seems to find. I mean, just saying.
Well, I don't think he's going to.
If any sports team needs help from God, it's the
Yeah.
White Sox.
No shit. But I mean, come on, let's face it. I don't think he's going to be auctioning off seats to become an archbishop.
No.
Yeah,
Blagojevich.
yeah.
But it's going to be interesting because the man he's more left leaning.
Okay.
And it's going to be interesting to kind of see how this new pope kind of moves forward with the Catholic faith and Christianity as a whole. Because whether other denominations acknowledge him or not, the Papal Nuncio is he is the leader of the Christian faith.
Well, the Catholic faith, yes.
Well, the Catholic faith for sure, but, a lot of people look at the Pope and they go, well, okay, yeah, hey, that's the guy that knows.
There's just not much higher than the Pope.
That's true.
God.
Well, the next step would be Jesus Christ and then God.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty.
Well, you better fist fight your way through St. Peter to talk to JC.
Yeah. St. Peter. That would kill me, St. Peter. I didn't want to talk to St. Peter.
I once got a girl that was orally satisfying to call my dong St. Peter.
Oh, really?
Is that blasphemy?
Did you slap her in the face with St. Peter?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very proud to admit that I've never had anybody stare at my dong in the shower.
You know what?
Yes, Steve's right. That I know of.
Yeah.
I did have an ex that like, if I was taking a shower, she thought that was the perfect time to walk in and go poop.
Oh,
And I'm going, I'm taking a fucking shower here. Really? You're going to come in here and poop right now?
Especially if your shower reacts to the toilet flushing.
Oh, yeah. God. And it did. Oh, it did.
It either goes ice cold or it goes.
No, it went. That shower went to hotter than the fires of hell hot.
Oh, yeah.
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 And then after it did that, then it went ice cold.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like hottie ice. I'm like, what the fuck, motherfucker? This is backwards.
It put icy hot on your balls. That's about the
Oh, God, no.
Oh.
But no, like I'd be in there and I'm taking a shower. I just got off work. I'm taking a shower. I'm trying to relax, right? And this woman, it seemed like at least 5 times a week, she would walk into the bathroom and what the fuck? Really? Now? I gotta poop. I'm showering.
That's why I have 2 bathrooms.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then in the morning, like on my day off in the morning, I agree with Ray 1,000% on this one. I agree with Ray. All right. I want opinions from everybody on this.
Okay.
When it is time to go take a shit, is that the time for a conversation?
No.
In my opinion, I've been so used to it that it doesn't faze me anymore. But if you come in to talk to me, I'm not going to like hide my silence. If I got to take a shit, you get to hear it. And you get to suffer through it. And if your talk is still that important, then you stay. If not, fly.
So you're more along the lines of like the dad from Friday. I smelled your shit for 22 years. You can smell mine for 5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. If it is that important that you have to interrupt me in the bathroom, all right, let's see if you can stand it.
Dude, I mean, it just drove me nuts. Like, all right, I literally got in the habit of getting up before everybody else in the house.
Okay.
On my day off. And it was so... Steve's going to understand. Adam is going to laugh. Back then, I actually got a hard copy newspaper.
Okay.
All right.
And I got the paper. I didn't get the weekly, the daily delivery. I got the paper on the weekends.
Okay.
That's when I was home. I wanted to read the paper.
All right.
Okay.
So I got in the habit. I'd get up in the morning before everybody else. Nobody's awake in my house. Get the coffee going. Go to the door. Get my paper. By the time I've got my paper and I've been in to wash my face, kind of wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, now the coffee's done. So I pour decent sized cup of coffee.
Yeah.
go into the bathroom. Now, the way my bathroom was set up is the toilet was against, you walked in the door, you hung a right. The toilet's against the far wall. Okay?
Okay.
Sitting next to the toilet, literally that far away from the toilet, not, about a foot and a half, is the rail of the bathtub. My coffee cup sat perfect there. On my left-hand side was my toilet paper with the roll going where you pulled down and it rolled this way.
Yeah.
And it came over the top and it was put in there right.
Per the patent of toilet paper and the toilet paper roll over the top.
Yes, I hate the people that put that fucking toilet paper in there and they put it in there where it's going under the bottom. It's like, no, it's supposed to go over the top, motherfucker. God damn.
Yeah. Like if you check the patent from way back when, it shows it's supposed to go over the top.
Steve's cracking up at this. Like, I don't worry about it. I only change toilet paper rolls every 3 years.
Yeah. It don't make no difference how you put that motherfucker on there.
But Steve, doesn't using towels get old?
No.
No.
But no, so I get into the bathroom and I close the door. Now, I left it unlocked because, the kids were younger back then. And if one of the kids had the problem, I wanted to be able to wipe and go out and check.
Okay.
I closed the door really quiet. I mean, that's all the noise you got, right?
Right.
Drop trowel. Sit down and get myself nuzzled in. Now I got my newspaper open. I'm reading my paper.
Okay.
Drinking my coffee.
You're coughing newspaper and sitting on the throne.
That's right. I'm getting the morning shit like no other shit.
Okay.
I would be about halfway down page 2. And this girl would burst into the bathroom. You're not going to believe what I just saw on Facebook. I'm reading the fucking paper and I'm taking a shit. Can it wait? No. And it would always be
is this the same type of woman who, as soon as you get home, immediately starts telling you about all the shit she had to do that day?
Yes.
There you go.
And I'm like, oh, no, we're not. No, don't get me started on that one. I'm started. So she'd erupt about what she saw on Facebook while laying in bed.
Okay.
I am mid-turd being evacuated from my bowel, trying to read the paper and enjoy the morning shit on my day off. The one that takes you 45 fucking minutes to get rid of.
Okay.
Steve, you remember that when you were working at the golf course, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
On your day off, you get in there, you got that 45-minute shit.
Yeah.
Where you're at home, you got your paper, you got your coffee, you're sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
And you're reading the paper, and it's like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so far against anybody walking into my bathroom that now that I live in an RV, my toilet is in a closet that I can lock.
Yeah.
And if somebody needs to go brush their teeth or whatever, there's a whole nother sink out of my toilet closet.
TJ sporting a WC.
No, it's a CC. It's a crapper closet.
Not a water closet?
No. I mean, water goes in there, but it goes right back into the dump tank.
Okay. That's fair.
And then, you know, there you got the 2/3 of the rest of the bathroom. I'm in here. Leave me the fuck alone. Not that I have to worry about it because, again, I don't have a steady girlfriend. And it's like, I'm back into this point of like, I live such a different lifestyle.
Right.
That I don't think any woman could put up with it.
Possibly.
Like Steve, you can relate to that, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I did catch the news that how much weight have you lost?
18 pounds. In 1 month.
That is great, dude.
In 1 month. I was hoping to lose a little bit more, but
hey, it's a process. It's a process.
It's forward progression, and you always want that forward progression.
Yeah. Right. Uh-huh.
I am so happy that you're on this health kick.
I'm just trying to eat better. Not as much.
I really think that as you go and you start feeling better and you start moving better.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think it's going to work out great for you. And I'm so happy to see that.
Thank you, Ty.
Yeah, Ty says keep up the good work. You know, I'm happy to see that. And you know, like we all have a lot of different things that are going on, right?
Oh yeah.
And May, Fat 420 wanted to be here tonight to bring this up, but of course he's wallowing in his loss again.
Oh, good God.
But he did tell me he wanted to be here to bring this up. May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I really do, you know, I think like different things, like if you're overweight or like, you know, if you have, Steve and 420 both are doing a great job losing the weight.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. Pretty soon we're going to have the lightest weight podcast in the world.
Yeah, I'm not helping that right now either. So
but let's face it. I mean, if you're overweight or if you have a drinking problem or you know, you have an overactive sex drive or, you know, whatever the case may be, everybody's got something. And that does dial back to our mental health. I'm a firm believer of that, you know. Like Steve, you've been down on yourself for how long? I mean, many years, right?
Oh fuck. 40. Yeah, so I started about 18. Yeah.
So 40 years.
Fucking years.
You've been down on yourself.
I've been fighting it.
But now you're making steps. Now, how do you feel mentally since the weight has started to come up?
You know, I talked about this on another show I do, the Morning Disaster. I haven't had, here comes the train. I haven't had any meltdowns, and I really don't feel the need for one.
No.
Because since I had the last one, you know, when they called the police on me, I had to go to the funny farm. Well, I didn't really go to the funny farm, but yeah. Well, they put me on new medicine for my depression.
Okay.
And it's kind of, I've taken it before and I didn't like it. That's why I quit taking it.
Right.
Because it just makes you, you know, you just fucking, I just don't fucking, I just feel like you don't give a shit. And it doesn't matter. You get up and do your day, you know, and that's what it is. I mean, I do this show and I don't let people get it. Well, just my skin anymore. Well, I do, but I just don't show it as much. And I don't cry as much. I used to cry all the time when I watch TV. Like I was watching undercover boss. I started crying because I think, man, that sucks. How come I never got appreciated when I worked at some company where they gave me $50,000? You know.
I know that would have been nice, huh?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Exactly. You know.
I think they ought to give me a free fucking vacation for how much I've been working.
Yeah, like you know, I don't know. You could get a new Harley because you're so passionate about Harley. I've seen them. I seen one of them give a dude a Harley and fucking. Damn. Man, I saw one today. God damn it!
But I mean, wouldn't it? So how would it boost your self-esteem to bring the weight down enough where you could actually get back on a bike?
Oh, it would. It would. I mean, yeah.
Because I mean, you and I have talked about it now, and I know you used to ride. Now, do you ride like the stuff I ride? No.
Well, and I'm glad you spoke about that because I just saw one today. I know, but it doesn't make a difference. I'm like Ray, you know. Ray can lose 1,000 more pounds until he gets his knees fixed. He's not going to be able to walk. Well, I've had a stroke. I'm never going to get back what I lost in that stroke. So I would like to get a trike. And I looked at one today. Oh, God damn, it was.
I passed the Tri-Glide today.
When I went to the Walmart and drove by Halls, he had one said I wasn't hip on the color because it was like baby shit brown.
Well, that's where you bring it down to me after I get my painting skills down. And you let me do a custom paint job on it.
Yeah, I do that. I'd like to have one like candy apple or something like that.
I'd make it shit stained Steve Green.
I was about to say, would it be so bad for shit stained Steve to have a shit bike?
That's true. That's true.
Well, you know, I'll tell you what I would probably do for Steve, in all honesty. Let me think about this. I would do. Oh, I got it. So my first layer would be a very high metallic silver.
Okay.
All right. Then I would go over that with a candy purple.
Okay.
All right. So you got the silver metal coming through that candy purple, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
And that would be my base. That mixture would be my base. Now, after I've got that laid out and it's flat and it's ready, then the next coat I'm going to go over it with is going to be a pearl medium green.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to do that pearl medium green over that. It's going to take me about 4 coats to get enough of that green to kind of accent into the purple.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go back over that with an intermediate clear that has mixed in a very fine gold metal flake. But I'm going to shake it. I'm going to make that metal flake stand up as I'm painting it on, right?
That's going to look awesome when the sun hits it.
So then I get that metal flake, that gold to stand up. Now I've got it done. And once I get about 4 coats of that on there, now I'm going to go over that whole thing with finish clear, buff it out, and then finalize it with a ceramic coat.
Oh, sounds good. I just shared in our chat 1987 4 drive off-road national off-road rally was here in Springfield, and I was at a show and shine.
Uh-huh.
I made the cover. Mine is a little Toyota and down in the corner with the dude shining the tires. That's my buddy Troy Cunningham. He was polishing my aluminum wheels. That was painted by a dude here in Springfield. It had 18.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It had 18 different candy colors on it. Big guy in Springfield, Ernie Ball painted it. That's when my dad was still alive and we were big into that. My dad had that paint. And on the back, on the tailgate, in block letters, it had "Eat More Pussy" and block letters on the tailgate. You can't see the tailgate. But yeah, it had 17 different candy colors in it.
Okay.
That's just a stock fucking Toyota. I didn't do anything. My grandpa pervert fucking did the interior for me. He did my seats.
Grandpa Pervert did the interior, huh?
He did my seats and my door panels. That's what he did for a living. He was a furniture maker. But did my door panels.
So he covered the seats and
he covered
and did the upholstery.
Yeah, well, he did,
the way you made it sound is like he was in there fucking your seats. I'm like, God damn.
No, he did the interior on it, but it just had a little 22R motor in it. It was slick, motherfucker.
So like, I'm getting ready to shoot the test panels that I'm going to do on mine.
Oh.
And I'm going to make my decision after I do my prep work and I get everything ready to shoot them. I'm going to make my decision as to what I'm going to do over the winter as far as repainting my bike. But a lot of the chrome that's on there is going to come off.
Oh, thank God.
And I'm going to be, I'm aiming more at my paint work. I want that to stand out.
Are you good? I'm sorry. I'm not a chrome guy. I never have been.
No, I mean, the chrome is okay, but
it
is so much maintenance.
Yeah, you go to, so many, I just don't like it. You know, I would rather it all be one color, honestly. You know,
I'm still going to keep some of the chrome in there and some of the polished aluminum, but I'm saying it's like a lot of maintenance.
Right.
If I really go in there and I detail that bike, it's 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to ride it. I just detailed it.
Exactly.
You know, and that's bullshit. But at the end, I am going to ceramic coat it too.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm trying to avoid, dude, I'm sinking so much money into that paint job. I don't want a paint chip to come up and chip it. I'm going to be pissed. But then, you know, I'm doing that to kind of rewind and get back into what I was talking about. I'm doing that for my own mental health. I'm doing that as a release. That's taking my bike that everybody knows is my bike anyway, but really making it my own.
Right.
All right. Over the winter, I'm also doing my gear-driven cams. I'm doing my upgrade for the tuner. I'm doing my true dual exhaust that I've wanted. I'm doing a lot to this bike coming up in about November.
Oh.
Where it's going to be a different animal coming out in the spring.
Right.
But in November, December, I'm finally going to have the room and the area and my tools and everything ready to go where I can work on it.
Yeah.
And be left alone.
Yeah.
You know, that's my space. I'm going to be in there working on it.
Oh, yeah.
And in early spring, when the weather starts to break, by then I should have my high build done. I should have everything blocked out. I should have it ready. I should have it all degreased and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be taking my bags and my fenders and my tank.
I'm going to go on a Kyle Petty. I want to go on a Kyle Petty ride.
Petty
ride. Yeah. That's where they're all at right now.
Well, I gotta say, I'm very happy that the post office delivered that package inside your back door.
They brought it at the front door.
Oh, they brought it.
Yeah, they came in the front door.
The package entered through the front. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds painful.
Well, it was a beat up package, so it didn't go in easy.
No shit.
Yeah. I can tell you those something heavy was sat on that box at some point in time.
Oh yeah, it had to.
Transportation.
You
could tell. You could tell.
But I'm a little upset because I did have it certified, and it's like, well, you motherfuckers. It takes me calling to find out what the hell's going on with it, and then it finally arrives.
Yeah, yeah. And I should have known it was going to be. It's usually a couple. The mail system here is really slow because, you know, our shit has to go to fucking St. Louis. Even if you mail it in Springfield and it's going in Springfield, it still has to go fucking St. Louis first.
Why the hell?
Come back to Springfield because we don't have a processing center anymore.
In Springfield?
Yeah,
Yep.
they don't.
Since
Yeah.
when?
It's
Just-
been a
it's
while, like
couple years.
a few years.
Everything.
That must have been about the point that my Uncle Mark retired because he worked in the processing center.
They have a processing center for a couple of years. I think they have.
Yeah, it hasn't been uncommon to see a package come here to Springfield, then go to St. Louis, then head
Yeah.
back to Springfield,
Yeah,
and then get delivered.
yeah.
Yeah, because the Springfield Processing Center was right there on 11th.
Oh, it's not that though. No, not there anymore.
Yep.
Wow. I'm surprised because that was there for years.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I blame the dog lady.
The dog lady.
Yep, it's all her fault.
Okay.
Because she had so many dogs and they were bringing in Chewy for her to feed her fucking huskies. That's what caused the processing center to close.
You know, I was just talking to this lady on TikTok. She's single. She lives in Ohio. She's hot,
Okay.
but she's got 9 dogs.
Fuck that. No, run.
And 3 cats and 2 kids. They all live in the same fucking house.
That Tyson's budget cuts.
Steve's new pickup line. Hey, babe, have you ever been with a champion before?
There you go. Yeah, you can hold up the belt too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. I never thought
Hey,
of
Hey,
baby,
Steve.
you ever seen a champion?
that. Yeah. Oh,
You can have that one for free. Okay,
Thank
Steve.
you. I would have never thought about that. Huh?
Well, now it works, right?
Yep.
See, now you can stand there at the wall during the Fat Ass 5K this weekend and go, hey, baby, you want a real champion?
Yeah, exactly.
Ray'd be like, why? Why did he win?
I have to update my plenty of fish. My plenty of fish.
Did you call it your poof?
My plenty of fish.
I seriously thought about trying to start that up again.
Ooh. It don't.
What?
Oh,
Poof
there
or
you go.
honey?
No, Ty says you got to sit there with the belt and a bucket of chicken.
Okay.
That'll get you there.
Yeah, you might get a meth head.
Don't fuck with Puff, man, because it only works for one time. Then they want to fucking charge you $20. They want $20 a fucking month. You can't see any of the people that like you or anything like that. Fuck that. They want $20. That's the cheap end. It's like there's another one. Premium's like $160 a fucking month.
See, I was paying for like the mid-grade one where I could
Oh.
message and stuff.
Right? Yeah.
I'm
I remember
okay
that.
with that. But
Back in the day when it was free, all of it was fucking free.
I remember that. Yeah.
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 I was talking to chicks all over the
I
fucking
wonder
United
if I could
States.
even just get a peek at everything right now.
I
I'm gonna take a look, right?
know, like 9 years ago, I had a Plenty of Fish account,
Oh yeah.
but obviously it's been a minute.
The most relaxed way to date. Man,
Okay, I
I
have
thought-
a question.
Yeah.
What's the farthest you've ever traveled to be with a woman?
To be with a woman,
Yeah.
I traveled to Wisconsin. That's the farthest I
Okay.
traveled for a woman. That is
Uh-huh.
not the farthest I have traveled.
Well, okay, yeah, for a woman. Like,
Yeah, for a woman, it was
For a
from Springfield, Illinois
Yeah.
to Medford, Wisconsin.
oh wow. See now,
So
Right.
about 9 hours.
no, mine was from. I think mine was from from Chicago to clear down to Dupo, we're outside St. Louis.
Okay.
That was the length of fucking Illinois I traveled. I think that's the farthest away. Then I did a lot of short jaunts. I called it I went and walkabout.
Went on a
Where
walkabout.
you want to walk about, huh?
I'd stay with a woman about 6 months here, and then move on to another one in 6 months here.
And then you get some biscuits and you tell her you're going to butter her biscuit, right?
Oh.
There you go.
Ty's got a good pickup line there.
I would be. Oh, Ty, before you go to work, man,
I don't know. I really don't. There you go. Yeah.
Ty, your buddy Fat 420 ain't the only champion in the world, motherfucker.
It's going to get real interesting until the next.
Oh God, it's going to be getting going here in the next couple of weeks, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's fair to even count how far I have traveled for a girl because that's pretty fucked up.
How's that?
Because I was a truck driver. I had girlfriends after I got divorced all over the fucking nation.
Okay, yeah. See,
okay, so you had an advantage over Steve and I, TJ.
Oh yeah, you're traveling.
Yeah. Well, and then I made sure that none of them knew about the other ones.
Oh, dude.
Were you seeing a woman in the U.S. when you were stationed in Germany?
No, I was actually most of the time I was in Germany. I was actually married or either engaged to or married to my first wife, and
that means when you went home for a woman.
Well, when I got back from deployment, she was there at home. We were stationed over there together.
Okay.
So, home at that point was Germany to me.
Okay.
And, when I got home, like back to my home where I live, my address in Germany, I went home to her, yes.
I was just saying, if she lived in the U.S., you going from Germany to the U.S., that beats all of us hands down.
No, we were stationed together over there. That's actually, that's one of my favorite ones from the ranch too. Hey, I heard you're looking for a stud. I already got the STD. All I need is you.
That was from the ranch?
That was from the ranch, yeah. Rooster said that. Rooster said that to Engineer Jen.
Oh, okay. Okay. But
no, when I was stationed in Germany, I mean, she and I were married. She, as many people know, and just to kind of give a quick recap, she unfortunately passed on February 14th of 2000. And, I went through a lot of mental trauma and emotional trauma to kind of get past it. For a little bit there, I was slightly promiscuous with my sexual exploits.
Not you, not Saint TJ.
Steve, what was that look for?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, right. I was right. Now Rooster's in prison. Who would have thought? But no, I was slightly promiscuous in those years, and some of those years after she passed. Not really stepping over the line often, much.
Right.
But yeah, kind of the turnaround for me was more Las Cruces. That was more where I kind of came around the corner, and my life, after my second wife left, my life really started getting back on track. And I've been able to, I've deviated a little bit here and there, but I've managed to stay on that course, and I've been really satisfied with the result. And that was part of it, that was part of why I was crawling the wall. Hey, you guys know it. I was crawling the walls in Illinois.
Yeah.
Like, I'm relatively certain if I would have peed in the middle of the night, I probably would have hit somebody in the head and I would have been on the ceiling. I was going nuts. I wanted out of there so bad.
Yeah.
So the move here to Texas was a godsend. And it's been fantastic ever since I moved. And all right, yes, I moved down here and I was supposed to have a girl, and yeah, that didn't last.
Yeah.
Because she has
there were girls back up here. One that I'm thinking of who wanted to use you as a wallet while she went after her ex.
Yes. I'm like, no.
Nope.
However, I know a guy that's got a really low credit score. I could give you his name. Yes, Steve, I was thinking of you.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I got a low credit score. I'm sure.
Oh, man. But no, it's just, yeah, that's one of them. It's like, because I went through the breakup, then I went through the show breaking up, which actually bugged me more than the breakup from the girlfriend. Like, you motherfuckers, I give you my loyalty and this is what I get. Fuck you. But and then it's like, all right, I got to reinvent this anyway because I'm in a different stage in my life.
Yeah.
And what is a good broadcast if it does not evolve?
Very true.
Like, all right, let's go back. Let's look at, I'm going to use an example that everybody in Central Illinois knows, and a lot of people around me now know about, and that's the morning disaster. Let's look at morning disaster as a whole.
Okay.
Go back to 1996.
Okay.
When it started, it was Ray, Rocky, Michelle, Jim. And it was basically your typical shock morning show, right?
Yeah. Right.
But then it evolved. It built and it evolved and it built and it evolved and it built. And then you got Mikey and you got Shayna added in. And then later on, here comes the worst newscaster ever, Sean Balint. And then, the producer.
Yeah, you throw RTQ in there.
RTQ and Nikki and the other interns, and then you had the producers coming in and out. You had Noid come back, and you had John Lamb in and out. You had Marvin come in, Doran. Yeah. You had Chasey. You had Allison. And it evolved and evolved and evolved. And then now you look at today, and you have Ray. Ray is the only constant, but you now have Dan, you have Christina, you have Big D, you have Steve, you have this guy that sleeps all the time and I don't even know his name. But, he wakes up to push a button and it makes a noise and then he goes back to sleep. I can't figure it out. And it's usually something like, I heard that before once. And I just kind of shake it off.
It's like, I remember when that soundbite was created.
Remember when that soundbite was funny? Now it's worn out.
Which one? My math is really sore.
That's one of them. Or the ones I haven't heard lately were ones I did help create. That was
yeah. Thank God they
pictures make me rock hard.
Exactly. Well, thank God that was just I love semen.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah, thank God they don't do the poop ones anymore.
The poop picture ones were I helped create those. And I don't ever hear them anymore. I'm like, well, fuck you. I helped create those and you can't play them. You could eat a bag of fucking dicks sideways.
Ooh. I've eaten a bag of dicks before.
You did?
Huh? Jen got me some for my birthday one year. Jen got me a bag of dicks.
Did she
For
at
my
least
birthday.
help you gobble them?
She did. She asked if she could have some of my dick. I said, right now? But she meant the dick.
You have to remember to put my sack when you go after my dick.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're gonna reach in my sack and take some of my dick? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, for Steve, when you have a woman like Jen asking you that,
Yeah, the answer is usually not no.
Yeah, exactly.
But no,
you roll the dice and you take that chance.
Yeah. You know, that's sad. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, TJ. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were saying it's sad. What's up?
I went to pick up my I went to pick up my groceries today, you know. And this lady parked next to me and she got out of her van and she was making room in her van. And I looked over at her and she was an older lady, not older, but I thought to myself, that's how bad it is. I thought to myself,
I know.
I think I could overtake her.
Are you serious?
No.
You were seriously trying to figure out how you could overtake her?
I thought, if I just pushed her into the van, then I could act like I fell on top of her.
Oh God!
And then
no.
when I get up, I just grab a whole handful of snatch. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
Finger her like a bowling ball. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, she had sweats on too. So, oh.
Did you look and hope that she got stuck?
That was terrible. I did.
Yes, very terrible.
I looked over and I thought, I can take her. I think I can take her. Then I went back to, no, I better not. I don't want to.
Well, so, hey, by the way, you guys, I got some great news.
Oh, boy.
I didn't get to tell you guys this yet. The Airbnb that I had when I was up there in December.
Oh, yeah.
I got it again.
Oh,
awesome.
So I will be in Springfield. The 11th, I'm going to pick up my son, but I'm checking out of that Airbnb. And he and I are heading down to the Rend Lake area for my family reunion. And we'll check into the Airbnb there for a couple of nights. But the way it's looking like, all right, something I've been kind of quiet about is my dad, when my mom was down here and my brother here around my birthday, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad went in for emergency surgery.
Oh, boy.
And they amputated his leg above the knee.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
So he's back in a rehab center and doesn't look like he's going to be there long. They're talking about trying to get him set for a prosthetic, but he's already said he doesn't want to be around the family at all.
Right.
You know, not since this happened. And honestly, I mean, in all honesty, my dad has not been the same since he retired. And and Steve will probably evaluate me to be very close to the same. My dad lived for the job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He really lived for his job. Yeah. And when the job left, he had nothing.
All right.
That's why I'm starting to get into multiple different endeavors now. So when I do finally try retirement again, maybe it will stick.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you'll find something to keep busy.
Yeah.
So you don't fall back into the job.
Yeah. And I mean, that's
maybe.
Just it. And as a truck driver, it's easy to fall back into the job.
Yeah.
I didn't give it totally up when I was still up there. I was maintaining a part-time position, but man, and I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to when I can do that, when I can just kind of dial it back to like 3 days a week. Everybody else could eat my ass with a spoon.
A poop spoon?
Yeah, they could create the new poop spoon.
Yeah.
To go with the poop knife.
Yeah.
It's a Steve
I
Stanton
got it.
branded poop spoon. Spoon of champions.
I'll get it autographed by Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The autographed poop spoon. We'll put it in a shadow box, sell it online, give the money to Boo Crew.
Yeah.
Have your autographed poop knife and poop spoon from Steve.
Your poop eating set. Poop silverware.
This is a full set of poopware.
The poop spoon can have the poop emoji as its scoop.
Well, you can do the
Yeah.
poop fork. I don't know how a poop fork would work, though.
No, I wouldn't do.
I think it'd have to be a spork.
Yeah. Yeah. A spork would probably work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had a poop fork, maybe that's for scratching the stevelberries off.
Yeah. It could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. Butt burgers.
Yeah.
You get caught in your hair in the butt crack.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm very happy you have that belt now, because now your partner on Wake and Bake can shut the fuck up about that goddamn belt. God damn. Don't tell, you know, and I'm going to be, it wasn't that he was busting my chops about it that was bugging me. It was the way he was doing it was making me feel like he was calling me a liar.
Right.
And I am not a liar, and that
Right.
fucking pisses me off.
Right.
Like, now.
Right.
It may take me time to get something done, but I will get it fucking done.
Right.
When I
Right.
say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Right.
To sit there and make me feel like a lie, my integrity is my single highest star in my personal constellation. I stand by my word.
Right.
And I tell people, I may not have it done tomorrow.
Right. Yeah.
I may not have it done next week, but I will get it done.
Yeah.
And for 2 weeks now, I have been called a liar.
He's
Now
just giving you shit.
Now that belt can go on Steve's shoulder and he can go, here it is, motherfucker.
Oh, he already knows he's getting goddamn. I'm gonna have to fucking apologize. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I would appreciate it. God damn. I didn't even give him that much shit over the Chiefs losing the Super Bowl, fucker. And I know how big of a Chiefs fan he is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't tell him I was doing the Eagle shuffle when it was done. Dancing the Dirty Bird. God damn. So, speaking of football, you know everything's getting set. We are not far away now, boys. We're almost into mid-May. It is not long, and it is college football season. And it's NFL season.
We all know who you're rooting for college-wise.
Of course.
Yeah.
But there's an added bonus this year for me.
Okay.
Who is the starting quarterback this year? First year out, who is the starting quarterback for Texas?
Oh, fuck. Don't ask me that.
You don't know?
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't pay attention to college
Colt
football. Let alone Texas.
Colt McCord.
Arch Manning.
Oh, okay, Manning.
This is Manning's first year as the starter.
Okay.
Remember me last year? I'm sitting there at the end of the season like, get rid of fucking yours and put Manning in. Motherfucker.
Yeah,
Come on. We're fucking choking.
I remember that now.
Yeah. Arch Manning, this is his first year as our starter.
Yeah.
I'm going, Praise Jesus. So my boss, knowing this is around the corner, and let's face it, this year has gone by quick, right? We're already May. So my boss comes out. She goes, "Hey, when the fall comes around, I may have some extra days where I may need you to work some Saturdays." I go, "Work some what?"
Nope.
Well,
work shitters.
She goes, "Work some Saturdays." Work some what? You want me to work what during Texas football season? What? Well, you don't have to sound like Stone Cold Steve Austin. What?
I think living in Texas, you're kind of qualified to answer like that.
What? What?
I saw they back in the day, they're still dogging on Stone Cold for that 4-wheeler accident.
Oh God, yeah.
They said he was drunk. He missed the fucking aisle the first time when he came out the first time. He missed the aisle and then turned around and fucking back up and turn. And then he went out and hit that fucking lady.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was drunk.
Stone Cold should never been drink. He should never been riding that 4-wheeler.
But I mean, let's face it, that was Stone Cold, man. And now he's just having fun. I'm not going to take that away from the guy. He comes out, he announces what everybody did. He checked on the fans. Hey, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? We watched him do it, and he walks out like, fuck it. I am very interested in Saturday.
Oh.
Backlash.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy one.
Well, let's take a look at the card.
Okay.
All right, so the Backlash official card. We'll start with Pat McAfee versus Gunther.
Uh-huh.
What do you think of that one, Steve?
Well, since Gunther has already been suspended,
right?
I'm pretty sure McAfee's going to win it. But it's going to be some kind of interference on McAfee's side. Somebody's going to maybe Logan Paul's going to come out and cock him with those brass fucking knuckles. Yeah, he always carries around his pants. He says he never has. And this is only he can knock people out with fucking brass knuckles.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that because Logan Paul's already in a match.
He's already going to be there.
Logan Paul is supposed to be facing
Jey Uso, isn't he? Yeah.
That's his Backlash return of Hurricane and Gilbert.
I remember the hurricane. I remember the hurricane.
Hurricane.
Here comes the hurricane.
All right, so
how the fuck did Logan Paul get in on this?
I don't know. I don't know how Logan Paul got in on this, but it happened.
Did he beat AJ Styles?
He got the challenge in before anybody else.
I thought they already wrestled. I thought they wrestled to WrestleMania.
Yeah, and he did beat AJ Styles there. All right, so we've got Gunther versus Pat McAfee. What are your predictions?
Pat McAfee by interference by somebody.
Okay. I'm kind of leaning it's going to be McAfee. I think Gunther needs to go down a dark hole for a while.
He's going to.
Yeah.
He's going by.
Good back. There's a hurricane coming through. So, yeah. Intercontinental Championship match. Champion Dominic Mysterio versus Penta.
Oh, shit.
That match has been overlooked, but that's going to be a barn burner.
God damn. I'm afraid to say something because if if there's interference from Liv Morgan, Raquel, Ben, will there
Anything,
be
and Dominic will
will LWO come out in Penta's side if there is interference? Will the LWO come out? Especially does that fucking Carlito
420 wants Penta to win. Ty's right.
Does that Carlito even
I
wrestle?
hate to say it though, but like I said before WrestleMania, Dominic Mysterio has paid his dues. I think they're going to let him run with this for a little while.
Let him soak it in a bit.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be Dominic retains.
Is it going to be clean though?
No, fuck no. But he is going to retain.
Okay. Unless you be honest about it.
United States Championship is up in a fatal four-way. Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, yeah, and the champion defending Jacob Fatu.
Oh.
Predictions.
I'm kind of rooting for Fatu on that one.
Really, you are?
Yeah. As an outsider looking in, I mean, I've seen LA Knights rise. Not a fan of him. Drew McIntyre, he's fallen. So I kind of don't want to see that. So yeah, I'm kind of rooting for Fatu.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I think I'm going to stand behind Jacob Fatu on this one. I think the rest of those guys are all, I call them killers. They're just kind of has-beens. Their names out there, yeah.
Yeah, me personally, I think Drew's he's a douche.
Yeah,
I kind of like LA Knight's attitude. They, Ty's like, yeah. I kind of like the attitude, but I saw it so much in the Attitude Era.
Right.
It's like, God damn, really? We're gonna recycle this shit?
Yeah, exactly.
The one I would say that if there's one that's gonna beat Fatu for it, the one I would want to see take it would be Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's already been screwed one time.
He has taken a whole Damian Priest since he broke away from the Judgment Day has taken on this whole different aura, and I really like it. I like the direction they've gone with Damian Priest. I really think that they've gone a great direction with Drew McIntyre being like this ultimate jack off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck.
He seems to play that role really, really well.
Yeah, and I think where they're at with LA Knight's got a lot of potential. You see that. I think they're trying to figure out where to employ it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, him versus Logan Paul, that was a great run.
Mm-hmm.
Those two had this fantastic rivalry. It was wonderful. But I think that's where we're at. That's the hang up. Which brings me to the next match, which is definitely this is a match that you did not see. I'm well aware, Ty. Thank you. Ty says, TJ, don't say jack off. Steve may get excited. This match is one that I've been looking at, and I'm like, this is a different type of heel that we're seeing in this match. The Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Oh.
Lyra Valkyria is the champion versus Becky Lynch as the challenger. And this is a different type of Becky Lynch heel than we've ever seen.
Well, it's so easy to root for Becky Lynch just in general.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But I
As an
gotta admit,
outsider, that's who I would root for because that's who I know.
Lyra has done this amazing rise since she was in NXT. Steve, would you disagree?
No. Because she came right in WWE, right into Intercontinental. She was the first. She was the first women's Intercontinental champion. She's been able to hold it so far. I got a question. Why does Becky Lynch call herself the Man?
It's kind of a spoof on Ric Flair.
Yeah, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Oh,
yeah. So she's like, you got to beat me to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You know, and her babyface persona as the Man, I have loved for years. I've loved that. It's when she starts getting into that big time Bex and all that. No, I did not like that heel run.
Right.
And I didn't like it, not so much for Becky. I did not like it because they really did not use her full potential.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, fuck you. And it got to the point that every time she came on, I started to sound like one of the Boondock Saints. Here's where I'm at. Is Lyra's held the Intercontinental Championship for a while. Becky's fresh back.
Yeah.
She's kind of guiding her way. Hey, good. Have a good night at work tonight, Ty.
Yeah. Good night, Ty.
And thank you for the well wishes. Becky's kind of guiding her way into that faction with her husband and Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. I kind of see Becky getting the gold.
Yeah.
It's going to be crooked, but I kind of see her getting it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
If it's through interference that's not caught, then yeah.
Right. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like it's going to be interference. It's not going to be caught. And then there's Becky with the gold in the new stable, which hadn't even gotten a name yet.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed that?
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to bring us to our World Heavyweight Championship match of Logan Paul versus Yeet.
Yeet.
Predictions.
No doubt about it.
Okay, Steve, who do you think it is?
Yeet. Yeah, so.
Okay, and this is for the World Heavyweight Champion?
Yes, this is for the World Heavyweight
Oh,
Championship.
Jesus. I would not have expected it to be that type of championship. But...
And all I got to say is...
Yeet.
Yeah. You're going to get yeet all over your coach, CJ. Yep, you're going to get yeet all over your coach.
I will yeet all over this coach all day long.
Logan Paul doesn't deserve to be the world.
Logan Paul, Logan Paul hasn't been there long enough. He's trying to ride star power. The fact of the matter is, Jey Uso's paid his dues.
Yep.
I think they're going to let Jey actually have a run with the title.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to.
So the final match on the card. The undisputed WWE Championship.
Yeah.
Mr. 17, the champion, John Cena.
Yep.
Versus
yeah.
the Legend Killer. The Apex Predator. The Viper. Randy Orton. Predictions.
RKO takes the belt.
You're saying RKO?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I want to see Orton get this. I really do.
Cena's won his 17. He ain't keep leaving with the belt. He got
Yeah.
his 17. Okay, now we're going to let Orton take the belt, and then our next pay-per-view, we're going to have Cody back to challenge Orton for the belt again.
I don't see. Orton and Cody would be a great match, but they're friends.
Right.
That's what makes it all the more compelling.
Let me throw you a curveball.
Okay.
This is kind of the scenario I've been thinking about. I'm like, I would love to see Orton get 15.
Right.
Randy deserves it. And Randy made a good point. He has been with the business the whole time. He didn't leave to Hollywood.
Right.
He didn't go suck the rocks, Peter. It has been right here with WWE the whole way. But I think they're going to give Cena a run because this is the first time we've seen heel Cena.
Well, yeah.
So, Cena retains.
I can see that, but part of me is like Cena became a living legend, getting the title record.
Right.
And Orton to me has always been the legend killer.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if it's gonna end, that's how I want to see it.
Yeah.
But Orton was also the leader of Legacy.
Okay.
Who was a member of Legacy?
So there was Cody and
Ted DiBiase's kid.
Yeah, DiBiase. Yeah.
It was Rhodes and DiBiase. All right. So you look at Legacy. Orton's taking his shot. Somehow Cena pulls it off. The one thing that everybody is overlooking, what does Cody have in his hip pocket right now?
The fans?
The rematch clause.
Oh, the rematch clause?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Very true.
Roman has not used his either.
Okay.
So all right. So we got Randy drop. Randy loses a Backlash.
Okay.
We're getting the build up. Okay. Roman comes up and says, I want you at Money in the Bank. Cena drops Reigns at Money in the Bank. Retains. Okay. Here comes Cody back. Hi. Cody gets it back at SummerSlam.
I'll bring this up. If we're going to drag it out that long, why not a fatal 4-way at the next WrestleMania?
Because Cena retires in December.
Yeah, Cena's not here. Yeah.
So you would have the next, and SummerSlam this year is 2 days.
Yep. SummerSlam is 2 days.
Drop it back to Cody on the first 2-day event, SummerSlam.
Right.
And that, the fans do love Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Very much.
I mean, there's no denying it.
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for the fans, Cody wouldn't be in it.
No, he would not.
They got this little peckerhead by the name of Seth Rollins that thinks he's some fucking Pakistani or whatever the fuck he had on last week.
I saw that outfit too. I gotta agree.
What the fuck? Who the fuck dresses you, motherfucker? God damn. Yeah.
Right now, I think it's Paul Heyman.
And Paul Heyman has the worst fucking spray tan of anybody I've ever fucking seen.
He's got a spray tan that's worse than Donald Trump's.
Yeah. But none of this isn't getting solved. The 4 of them are still fucking nothing's gotten solved since what? WrestleMania.
No. And
Other
all
than the fact that
we have seen at this point is just it's getting worse.
Every time Roman and Punk comes out to confront fucking Rollins, fucking Braun Breaker comes in there and fucking tries to kill everybody.
Right. I mean, it's just been I've been like, but I gotta give Punk credit for how he handled it this week.
Yeah.
Title on the line. Uso and Rollins. Breaker gets involved.
Yeah.
Poor Sammy.
Yeah.
Has had his ass kicked twice.
Yeah.
But then here comes Punk with the chair and he beats everybody's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Sammy, man.
Punk made it known. I ain't gone yet, bitch.
Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I got to give him credit on that. Like that was good. he had a couple of weeks away, let Seth run his mouth, and then when Seth wasn't thinking about it, here comes the Second City Saint.
Yeah.
And everybody was leaning Punk in that triple threat. And it was Heyman that fucked everybody.
Yeah.
Now we know where Punk stands. He's making no secret of it.
Yeah.
Is this going to be another rise of the OG bloodline with Punk in the mix?
I don't know.
I mean, let's look at it so far.
It could.
Rollins goes after Jey Uso.
Uh-huh. Jimmy gets involved.
Sammy and Punk come to Jay's defense.
And Jimmy. Yeah.
Where was Jimmy?
Don't forget about Solo. He's still flying around out there.
Yeah, but if you look back at War Games, Solo wasn't in that mix.
Right.
Are we going to see the OTC and Jimmy join the ranks with Punk, Sammy, and Jay?
Yeah. Yeah.
To take on this new Heyman faction.
Yeah.
And I think that would be compelling.
Yeah, it's going to be very temporary, but I don't foresee it being a,
I could see it go longer, but it's going to require something. It's going to require a right in the storyline that nobody's ever done before.
Right.
And it's going to be Punk and Roman looking at each other going, before we do this, we got to settle our shit.
Yeah.
I'll meet you in the ring and we're going to fuck each other up.
Yeah.
And then they do it. But I could see this go another way. And I've been kind of wrapping my head around this. Like, if this went this way, it'd be really cool because Punk has made no secret that he learned at the knee of Paul Heyman. And we've seen Punk in suits lately.
Yeah.
Something that we never saw before in his first run in WWE.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Right.
So, riddle me this one for a minute, Batman. What if we see Roman, Jay, Sammy with Punk as their wise man?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because Punk has said multiple times he would like to start stepping away from the action. He's getting too old.
Mm-hmm.
Punk is the wise man?
He would able to he'd be more likely to interfere on behalf of the group as well.
But Heyman did in his early years, if you think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot. But when it came down to faction versus faction, Punk would also be able to neutralize Heyman because he learned from Heyman. So he knows what direction Paul's going to come from.
Yeah.
And how to fight back. There's only one ace in the hole Paul Heyman has right now that might save his ass. And it's not even a good ace in the hole. Do you know what one I'm talking about?
I don't, but I'm also not in the loop, really.
Steve, what do you think? What's the ace in the hole?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think so. What do you think?
Oh, well, let my computer load up here.
Oh. We're going to play music again?
I think I've got one just in mind. I really do. But, man, it's going to take a lot to make that materialize.
Oh.
It's like, ooh, it's right.
Ace in the hole.
I think this might be that ace in the hole if it loads up.
See, I don't know if it's going to be Lesnar.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could see them use Lesnar. But the other side is Lesnar said very pointedly, he had more fun being Cowboy Brock.
Mm-hmm.
But I see Cowboy Brock more involved with the Cody Rhodes storyline.
Yeah.
And kind of kicking Cody in the nuts. And saying, hey, wake up, motherfucker. You beat me. How'd you let this pussy take you?
Right.
I've F5'd him through hell, and you're going to let him beat you? Fuck you. Get in there and kick his ass. And I could see Lesnar kind of like coaxing Cody back up onto the I know he is, Tim, but the word is now, according to the news, they're talking Lesnar's going to be cleared from the lawsuit here very shortly. And he's back online if you look at WWE.com. He is back into the main roster. So no, this is it's looking very interesting. All right, guys. As much as I hate to do it, I know I'm getting close to getting ready to go to sleep.
You working in the morning?
Oh fuck yeah! I got to be there at 5:45.
God damn!
Yeah. When you guys are just waking up and doing a show, or just waking up and itching your balls, I've already been at work for 3 hours.
I usually have to get up about that early with Marcy. So, but tomorrow's a special day. Tomorrow is Julie's birthday.
Especially, I was going to say, did you lick a window?
No. Tomorrow I have to get her some breakfast in bed. Maybe some sausage or something to start out.
Here we go.
Little Smokies or Polska's Kielbasa?
Which would you prefer to her?
What did Steve say? I wasn't listening.
Kielbasa or Little Smokies?
Kielbasa.
Okay.
Well, damn, I can't send Steve over there then.
Yeah. I got what they call a pig in a blanket.
Oh. So, Steve, would you like to show it one more time before I start the music? There it is.
We need to find a way to make that belt his icon.
I love how he's doing it. Steve's dancing with the Tokerweight Championship. Whee! Adam, let's get some final thoughts tonight.
Hold on.
What? Hold on, what? Okay.
Are you looking at Irene's tits again?
No, this just in. Man uses vacuum to relieve stress the way you think he used it, and the paramedics needed to be called.
Ooh.
Welcome.
Really?
We will cover that on Sunday. And Adam will forward that to me now. Or Julie will.
Wow. Really?
So, Adam, your final thoughts for the night.
My final thoughts. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Congratulations to Steve.
It's finally official.
The Tokerweight champion of the world.
Yep.
The one and only.
Yeah, currently the one and only. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. I am. Put that in my profile too. I am the one and only.
That's right. So, ladies, if you want to be with the champion,
Mhm.
Steve is taking applications.
Yeah.
You want a champion? There's
Yep.
your guy.
Yep.
Right, baby.
Yep.
I got the gold, baby.
Steve, your final thoughts tonight.
My final thoughts tonight. It's great to finally feel like a winner. Unfortunately, Fat 420 is really taking its hard. I hope that he uses the month of May to work on his mental health and get it back. I'll be back tomorrow morning on the Morning Disaster for subscribers at morningdisaster.net. Then Saturday, I'll be at the Fat Ass 5K. And Fat 420, don't worry, buddy. Someday you'll be a winner again. Yeah, someday.
I am waiting for the apology from Rhino. I don't think I'm going to get it, but I'm waiting for it.
You'll get it Monday. He already told me. I'm going to fucking apologize. Yeah. Fucking you're going to making me eat my words now.
Damn right I am. And when I get up there at the meet and greet, I will be delivering the 600 to Dan
Ooh,
personally.
Awesome.
cool.
That we raised.
Cool. Huh.
So that goes to Boo Crew. $600 to Boo Crew at the beginning of June
Yeah.
from Smoker Mania, and of course
Yeah.
our first Tokerweight champion of the world.
Thank you.
And
Thank
Steve,
you.
I'm so happy. It makes you feel good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
you.
other than the cramp in your shoulder from holding up that belt now.
fucking heavy, man.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Hey, did you show it on the subscriber show tonight?
Oh yeah. I thought I'll be honest with you. I thought it was gonna be fucking plastic. I thought this motherfucker.
No, I
plastic
paid.
toy. This motherfucker's nice. Just
Dude, I paid for a
Only-
good belt.
Yeah. Only the
Yeah.
finest for our champion.
You know, you left the invoice in it. Just so you know, if you need the invoice,
Yeah.
if you need the invoice back, let me know.
So you know how much I paid
Yeah,
for
I know
it.
how much you paid for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you a little shocked when you saw that number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
And then
you
add
pay
the
another
shipping
20
to you.
Another 20 on top of that. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
30. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what it was.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Steve is back tomorrow for subscribers on morningdisaster.net and Saturday for subscribers at the Fat Ass 5K in Springfield.
Oh, yeah.
If you have a fat ass and you need to run 5K, get your ass out to the Fat Ass
Come
5K.
party with us. Party with
Remember,
the
you can always camp yourself out at the climbing wall next to Steve and look at the girls that are climbing up the wall.
Oh, yeah. I hope
Steve
that
will
one
tell you
girl-
what kind of stain they have in their panties.
She didn't have any panties on. She had a
There you
skirt
go.
on. Oh my God. She's not a true blonde.
Think she looks
Of
like a
course,
blonde, but she's a fire crotch.
Exactly.
Of course, Sunday we'll be back with another Mayhem's Amigos, which of course that's always our bigger show because we're so late.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you spread the word. Tune in as we build our listenership for this show. The next big competition, other than next year's Smoker Mania, could happen, and that is the competition of the Pit Master versus the Gas Master.
Yeah. I think I don't know, dude. I think it's going to be good. I think if it happens, I think
The
it's
pit
gonna be good.
master versus the gas blaster.
Now, the difference is with a barbecue cook-off, the fun thing is you're still testing each other's food.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody has a great time. Yes,
My beans are the best.
your beans are from a can.
Not all. Just some.
Yeah. We'll have to remember to remind Steve to roll that beautiful bean footage.
You
Oh.
told me which beans you buy and open up.
But then I add other stuff to it. I don't just put it in a can. I add ingredients to it. I don't
Everybody does, but I think I got better ingredients.
just... We'll see.
And I do soak my beans down for 48 hours before they go into the fire. Oh, and by the way,
Oh boy, here we go.
I mean, just so you know, they go in the fire. That is cast iron, baby. I'm TJ, that's Adam, and of course, the Tokerweight champion of the world, the one and only Steve the Stain.
Yeah, thought.
This has been Amigos After Dark. We will see you Sunday. Steve will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Adam will see you on Weird Frequencies. 420 will see you on iVlog. Everybody take care. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
Woo.
Good night, everybody.